and I'm here with Dr. Renee Earles. Hi, Dr. Earles. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's
Jason.
great.
You?
I'm so glad. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm so
Great.
glad that you're here with us today.
Thank you. It's good to be
Yes,
here.
yes. You know what? You have a lot of great skin and hair care products, and I just want you to kind of tell me a little bit about the skincare products that you offer.
So, as a dermatologist, it has been my interest in to not only to learn about those medications which improve the appearance of the skin,
Yes.
which reduce the diseases which affect the skin, but to improve those things that were already there.
Okay. Now, is that the type of acne wash that you apply on a cloth, or do you use your hands?
You can use either or.
Okay. Okay.
Using, if it's not too sensitive, using a cloth
Okay.
will be more effective than just your hands.
I see.
Because your hands tend to just move and go over, and a cloth will help to go down into the pores
Yes.
a little bit.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that would be very useful.
Now, you also have a lightening up kit and then the whole skincare system. Now, does the skincare system encompass all the products for the skincare?
Yes, now the skincare system consists of the wash, and it has an exfoliating peel. Exfoliate means to peel. It's like you're peeling back layers, you
Yes.
see. Because the problem with acne is that the oil glands of the skin become plugged up.
Okay.
They become plugged with oil. So we have to unplug them.
Okay.
And when they become plugged with oil, even though the oil can't get out, germs can find their way in.
Yes, they can.
And when they do, I mean, the oil is food for them.
Yes, it is.
And oh, they just go yum, yum, yum. They eat the food, and that's when the oil gland turns red and into yellow, and you got a pus bump there.
Oh, yes.
And then when that heals, you see, it irritates the skin and the cells that make color, called melanocytes. They get
Yes.
so irritated, you see.
Okay.
And then they do the only thing that they can do, produce color.
I see.
And then you end up with a dark spot or a blemish. So by killing the germs, you can eliminate that capability.
Okay.
So you wash your skin with the wash which has benzoyl peroxide, which kills germs.
Okay.
Then you put on the exfoliating liquid, and that helps to unplug that pore in the beginning, so that
Okay.
oil doesn't get stuck
you
in
do.
it.
No.
Well, people who have acne usually have oily skin.
Right, right.
You see, acne is something, as we get older, our skin gets drier. So
Yes.
acne,
Yes.
there are certainly adults, and it varies. Some people can be very adult and increase age and get acne, but acne, for the most part, is one for the years of our youth,
Yes.
from our preteen years, when our sexual hormones begin to push out, and they cause the sexual differentiation of our hormones, of our genitals, and women get larger breasts, men get their testicles, their penis growing. All of those are related to hormones. And as we get older, those hormones drop down, and
I
the
see.
acne itself disappears. But it also causes the oil glands to become larger.
Ah.
And if it's an inherited phenomenon, they get plugged up.
Okay.
You see, now that doesn't happen with everybody.
Right.
That's an inherited phenomenon.
Okay.
Just like our hair color, our hair texture.
Well, I'm glad you brought up
skin
yes.
color.
I'm glad you brought up
see.
hair.
You see?
Yeah, because that is another product that you're very, very
Yes.
good at. You're trying to take care of hair. You have that No More Flakes hair and scalp treatment.
Yes.
Now, I heard that was a very good product.
Well, you see, in the hair, flaking of the hair is usually, basically dandruff
Okay.
is the condition which causes flaking of the hair, of our scalp and
Yes.
our hair. Now, dandruff is caused, they're basically yeast that grow in the skin and they eat up the oil.
Ah,
Food for them.
okay.
And if it eats up the oil, it makes our scalp dry.
Right, right.
And so then our scalp becomes flaky.
Okay.
And if it's so dry it becomes flaky, so frequently it will itch.
Now let me ask you, you have a hair and scalp care treatment and then the No More Flakes hair and scalp treatment. What's the difference between the two?
Well, the No More Flakes and the kit
Yes.
of the two, of the shampoo and the No More Flakes ointment, they're two things.
Okay, I see.
And they belong together. You see, because the yeast eat up the oil.
Okay.
The oil is there to lubricate our scalps. If there's no oil there, then it becomes dry, and it'll look flaky, and that varies. Maybe a little flaky, maybe a lot flaky, depending on how much oil was eaten by the yeast, which was
I
available.
see.
And so, the dryness itself can cause itching.
Yes.
So this is all about yeast.
Okay.
And so the scalp ointment kills the yeast. Now, it will kill the yeast, but it's just like a lot of issues in life. You can reduce it, but you can't eradicate it.
I see.
You
I see.
But you can reduce them to a degree where they're not an issue, they're not a problem.
Okay.
So you can use the ointment. Some people need to use it every night.
That was the
Some people
next
need
question.
to use it every other.
Okay.
Some people just need to use it a couple of times a week, and that will vary from person to person.
And how is that determined? I mean, you know what I
That
mean?
means the person who uses it will have to determine.
I see.
Now, what the person, if they have a severe case, there are two ways to do it.
Okay.
You can use it every night, see how long it takes
Yes.
to clear up, and then you can reduce it. You
Okay.
can go to every other night
Okay.
or every third night. So it depends on how you want to approach it.
Well, let me
Or
ask you this
can
question, because
say
you know what? You're saying
Yeah.
something really interesting, but
Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
I do know that there are nationalities that can wash their hair on a daily basis,
Right.
but then there are other nationalities that cannot. So my question is, what about those who cannot wash their hair 2 to 3 times a week in order to be able to utilize to the best capability your hair care product?
Well, because
You know what I mean?
yes, because there are people who get their hair done,
Right.
and they may not wash it in between at all, and may have it washed only by their stylist.
Right.
That's the whole reason why I invented this product.
Okay. Okay.
You see, because
Okay.
it's not necessary to wash your hair if you use the product, because the product itself will kill the yeast which causes dandruff.
Okay.
And a person can then just take the shampoo with them to their stylist to have it washed.
Okay.
And it's not necessary to wash it in between. Now, they may have to use the scalp ointment once a day.
Okay.
They may have to use it once a week.
Okay.
And that's something that they'll have to determine, because that's going to vary from person to person.
Right.
When they first get it, they can use it every day and see what happens. Or if they decide, oh, I don't think I want to use this every day, they want to use it every other day.
Okay.
But that's a determination. You know, if you're itching a lot, you probably want to use it every day.
Absolutely.
You see. So once they start using it and they see the effect, then they can make that determination of the frequency that they'd want to use it.
Well, I thank you so much. You've answered a lot of questions, and
Great.
I'm really glad that you were
Wonderful.
able to be here for us, and we look forward to having you around, and I want to thank you again.
Well, thank you. It's
You're
been
welcome.
my pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Dr. Earles Hair and Skin Care System. Renowned dermatologist Dr. Renee M. Earles' revolutionary system stops itchy, flaky scalps and grows your hair to a healthy state.